breathe. Poetry. In the beginning was the Word, and it was me. Infinite love, truth, and justice. Yeah, they all slung to bust for my energy. Not understanding the supreme synergy. Roots. Can you all hear me? I can project very well, right? You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is called Roots. I come from strong trees, planted deep in earth, ever flourishing. Bark in every shade of brown. I was raised by Amazon women. Their leaves always provided shade from the scorching sun. I was placed in nutrient-rich soil. My queens gifted me rain, pushing up my growing branches to the sky. My circumference rose, more immense each day when they come to gaze at me in praise. I will forever point out my roots. Hi, you all. I am Sublime Love. It is an honor to be here. I have never been on a set with comedians before. I love it. This has been a beautiful space. I'm happy to be here. My name is Sublime Love. Sublime means supreme, outstanding, and I spell love L-U-V to signify revolutionary love. So that's black love, love for the oppressed, queer love, trans love, and disabled love. Because when we truly love ourselves and each other, despite the messages that we get from society about our worthiness, when we love ourselves and each other, that is resistance, that is activism, and that is revolutionary love. Y'all feel me? Yeah. All right, so I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, a very cold place. It's actually like snowing there. I journeyed down here I drove down here actually for over 1,400 miles. So this is a little bit about where I'm from, okay? This is a vibe. I'm gonna get a little intimate, all right, y'all? You ready? It's called I'm from hardwood floors and porches with black teenagers sitting close discussing life. I am from Nana's loud laughter, Pa's strong cologne, Magic 106.7, German 94.5. I am from the scent of salt water at the inkwell, tandem bike rides down sandy streets and heavy backpacks. I'm from trips to the corner store for candy. I'm from lobster and butter on New Year's Eve, and Nana's can't ever resist, baked from scratch, cookies and cakes. I'm from my mother's best in the world buffalo chicken, pizza and Chinese food when she was too sick to cook. I'm from we were never slaves. Look at that region of both, Felicia. I'm from you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm from cleanliness is next to godliness. I am from endless Michael Jackson music videos and Tracy Chapman's Crossroads album being on repeat. I'm from being black and just finding Nas at 15. I'm from still living rock and alternative. I'm from not really knowing my father's side, that through Islam they are Rasul. I'm from Williams and Matthews and black folks from Canada. I'm from the West Indies, native tribes, China, and Africa that started it all. I am from Roxbury, a place that is being bulldozed for gentrification. I am from love, crazy, wild love that is still fighting for freedom. All right, you all. Wow. Thank you. You guys are giving me some energy. So I'm going to talk through some of these poems. So this next one talks about my experience with internalized oppression. Is anyone familiar with that term, internalized oppression? It's okay if you're not. But internalized oppression is when dominant society, the message that we get about our worthiness, right? Like racism, sexism, homophobia. It's when we as marginalized people internalize those messages and believe them to be true, and we even can oppress each other, right? Like colorism, featureism, texturism. So that's kind of like the byproducts of internalized oppression. Are we ready? This one's called Bones. There is a skeleton in my closet. The time has come for it to be exposed. Many of us have these heavy bones still lying around or hanging up. The cartilage I speak of first takes shape with thoughts, believing that one is better than some of the other black folk, that being woke and educated sets you apart. See, my block was ashamed of the hood. When you're oppressed, the hate spewed at you permeates your mind, seeping into your bloodstream. One starts to buy into the narrative of those with color truly being inferior. So you play Olympic Games of less than, elevating status, giving gold medals to those that assimilate well, look the part. My Nana called black people regions, the N-word spelled backwards. Born in 1930, she passed for white. Most of her kids were fair, except for my browner-hued aunt, who she wasn't too inclined to show off. She called me exotic and foreign when I was birthed into this world, relieved that I wasn't dark with coily hair like my father, but complained that my sister's hair was nappy, loved me even more when my hair was blown dry. This was what formed my skeletal system. The spine grew up right, strong, tall, at Dana Hall, one of the most prestigious private schools for girls in the world. Being exposed to whiteness and wealth was a pill that my innocent black girlhood swallowed at first. I would show off old pictures of my nana when she was young, desiring that my classmates see me as they see themselves. I just knew blackness wasn't good. It was ugly, shameful, and undesirable. Years went by, I aged and became conscious, learning and loving every bit of my blackness. It was a journey I fought hard for, still fight. Each day is resistance from the skeleton that whispers self-hate. Internalized oppression is pervasive. It must be named, to be dissected. We must discuss it, to demolish, turn all of our collective bones to ash. All right, y'all, so this one is called What's in a Name? And I feel like people who have a quote-unquote hard to pronounce name, right? Make people get that right. Teach people how to say your name correctly, right? Because the hard to pronounce names, they can pronounce Jurkanowicz and Warkowski just fine. Feel me? Amen. So make people get your name right if it's hard to pronounce for a certain tongue. Are we ready? What's in a name? I wish my name was harder to pronounce. Like to call me, they would have no other option but to put down their oppressive tongues. Yes, Todd, roll those R's. Use your diaphragm. Click the back of your mouth. Rise up to get my attention. Do some damn work. My name is too easy. It aligns within their lines. This name I was given is like blacks marching for civil rights. That is plenty brave and a strong way to resist. But I want my name to come out of lips like Nat Turner's Violent Rebellion, a takeover of syllables. Ask me, what does it mean? Let me bombard you with my history. Make you stare at this blackness, this queendom. Keep begging me to teach you how to say it. And I won't respond until you get it right. Ooh. Wow. This next one is called Ancient. It explains itself. I am a queen, as ancient as Africa itself, a continent that predates time. I remember home, standing beside the point where the blue and white now meet on the way to Egypt, bearing witness to eons worth of dynasties. I am both Igbo and Yoruba, both Xhosa and Zulu. My tongue speaks over 2,000 languages. This soil I stand on births diamonds. The rocks in me pour out gold. I am truly supreme. They stole the original recipe for all of their Western religions, my original recipe for all their Western religions. I am mother, yet they deny me and have disrespected my name, stolen my children. I will refuse to forget your lullabies and folktales, forever holding true to your proverbs. I am always old, always new. You live in me, every breath I breathe, for I am a queen, as ancient as Africa itself. Hey. Y'all gonna see why. I'm gonna keep getting into it. This next one is called Letter to the Black Rose. And I'll tell you the story behind this poem. This poem actually came out of anger. This is years ago. I'm not older than what I look like. And I happened to be on Twitter, and this black man was tweeting, like, I'm so tired of dark-skinned women, or these black as night bees, as he called them, lightening their pictures and trying to be, light-skinned, blah, blah, blah. So I was angry. I'm like, of course, you can never argue with the internet people, though, right? So I wasn't getting anywhere with my argument with him on Twitter, so I just wrote this poem. This poem is called Letter to the Black Rose. It's dedicated to my darker skinned sisters who don't often get that affirmation of their beauty that they are so deserving of. Letter to the Black Rose. I want to be a tar baby. I'm not praying for white skin. I don't want the bluest dye, no offense, Miss Morrison. I desire the deepest, most brown, chocolate mocha skin. I want a blackout to occur when I walk in, so they don't know what hit them. I want to cover the world in my eternal history, supremely, evidently, African. Black like the universe, so beautiful. I reverse the curse in their heads that I am evil, ugly, too black, blue black, the opposite of right. You fools aren't witty enough. I wish for the blackest tone, and the earth would moan with pleasure. I would be the most divine woman, made in the Creator's image. All else came from me. I dream of blackberries, black cherries, paint my skin, make me deep like the soil that sustains the food that nourishes humanity. Make me true, the most preferable hue, the most melanin, the one that takes the longest to show age signs. I pray to wake up beautifully blessed, with my skin being the darkest, the best. I must confess, I don't like my veins to show. Cover up my mortal marks, Father. Make me the antithesis of chalk, black, like the blackboard that holds vital words, black, like the night sky, allowing us to enjoy star works. This is my confession. Everyone seems to think my likeness is some sort of a blessing, but the truth is, it's more like a curse, a sign of having been tampered with. Don't be insecure, sis. Your blackness is your pureness. You're gorgeous, limitless. I'll give you the most passionate kiss if you promise to share your goodness with me. And in the morning, have your skin align with mine, with endless love. Your sis, Sublime. Wow. This next one is heavy too. Are you ready? So unfortunately, I wrote this poem back in 2012 at the time of Trayvon Martin's murder, and I'm infuriated every time because this poem continues to stay relevant, right? Black bodies continuously are being murdered at the hands of law enforcement, police, and I just, this poem came out of sadness, out of anger, but yeah, I'm just gonna get on into it. I hate that it's still relevant, but here it is. Y'all ready? Take a deep breath, ready? All right. It's called Resurrection. For every dead black body, I attempt a resurrection. Through poetry, may my words affirm our existence. The fact that we not only matter, we are divine. We are being hunted because they know this. They fear the fact that history always repeats itself. So let me tell you about our wealth, how we had empires. The richest human being in the history of time was an African man, Mansa Musa. The Pope praised to a black Madonna and child. They were a diluted version of a Set and Haru. Feel this truth. God made man in his image. The most ancient human skeleton, Lucy, was found in Ethiopia. Let us rise from slumber. In this capitalist society we are under, they have broken us off from waking. Love and hip-hop dreams we see, trying to gain celebrity, when it is us that rival stars. We charted the sky eons ago. They took our knowledge, called it their own, enslaved us and fed us lies. We are not the minority. The world majority are melanated peoples. Guys from the churches and mosques praying to white gods. I said God made man in his image. They fear history repeating itself. We're the wealth that created wealth. Now take my word for jewel in your open light. For every dead black body, I attempt a resurrection. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get into the love vibes. I came through hot and heavy, right? We're gonna switch it. Let's say it was Valentine's Day. Let's talk about love. I want to give a trigger warning though for this piece. It deals with grief. And what I want to say about grief is that for those who have lost someone, it's never ending. The pain never ends. All we do is really grow around it, right? So my best friend, since I was 15 years old, passed from cancer back in 2018. So this is dedicated to her. I wrote this on her birthday the year after. It's called 3519. Today is your birthday. I still celebrate, even though you exist in spirit now. I make a wish that I know is impossible to grant, but I would give anything to see you, sing happy birthday in person just once more. There is an overwhelming sadness to only find you in pictures, looking and remembering all your past birthdays. I close my eyes, pray life into those visions, recreating recollections. I find you in memory. Hold on until it hurts. You are dancing, wearing multicolored clothes. Your smile is sunshine. Today was bright, and so was the day your soul ascended. I know where to find you. I must look past clouds. Wow. So, I share that poem because I want people to know that I've lost that grief is just love, right? Grief is love's final phase, its final form. So grief is really just love, right, guys? So that's love. And yes, so this next poem is called All About Love. And I dive into, so love, right? It's not just between romantic partnership. Love is in nature. The sun shines down on us, loves us, right? Love is a universal energy. And I came across something the other day. It said, once people understand that everything in the universe is love, and everything that's not of love lacks love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that hit me, and I wrote this poem. It's called All About Love, and it's dedicated. Well, no, it's inspired by, not dedicated, but inspired by Bell Hooks' book All About Love. So if you ever have a chance, that's a definite must read. Again, it's Bell Hooks All About Love. This is my All About Love. You ready? It's newly memorized, so let's get into it. All About Love. There is something about love, how it is never wasted, for its value does not rest upon reciprocity. It is an energy that never dies. Consistent waves in the water that swell and shrink as the ocean moves. Looking at the horizon, ocean and sky appear to connect, innate and infinite. When our hearts are touched, our souls shift towards the energy of love. It resounds in our spirits, connecting us. It extends beyond the bed of lovers. Love spills out, for it has no boundaries. This is newly memorized. Love spills out, for it has no boundaries. It gracefully moves through us, connecting our families, our friends. It is divine. Never be ashamed of it, of how hard you love, how fast you love, how raw your love is. Love is a revolution. It is love that will transform society. It is love that will carry us home.
That's right.
So this one is about romantic love, yes. I wrote this when I was in my 20s. I was just at a Massachusetts beach. I was single for a long time in my 20s. Can you imagine being in 20 single for like 4 years? In my 20s single? But I was just staring at the horizon, and I was just imagining love, right? What I wanted love, what love could be. And I wrote this poem, and it was before we had notes in our phones. I'm telling you, I'm older than what I look like. I think I had a journal. I had a paper and pen that I wrote this on, where the ocean meets the sky. My vision of you is as infinite, as everlasting, and chronically ongoing, existing at the point where the ocean meets the sky. We were created at the same time, molded into physical matter to complement each other, sustaining harsh weather and ages. We still work together, understanding our own strengths, even praising our shortcomings. When I thundered in anger or cried out many gallons of rainy tears, you held them in your ocean, absorbing my fears. In every way I can, all the elements within me are given back to you. Harmonious cycle of balance, equal give and take. The moment where we collide touches forever on and on. We can't tell sometimes where each of us separates. You enter me and I touch you gently, always living at the end of the earth. Circle, circumference, eternally endless is the exact position where the ocean meets the sky. I love your energy, guys. Thank you. So, Insta. Yes, that's literally what I was just gonna tell you guys. Yes, so you can find me. I'm gonna follow you all back. Please do follow me, stay in touch. I'm not just a spoken word artist. I'm a workshop facilitator. I'm a public speaker. I host events. I also have a online poetry collective called Supreme Verse Society. So it's for poets that want to grow within the art of poetry and performance, called Supreme Verse Society. My co-host of my event, A Verse Supreme, every second Wednesday I have a poetry event where I facilitate a writing workshop, and then we have an open mic at Makana Kava Bar. Follow me and you'll also see all the goodness that goes on, all right? So take out those phones. My IG is Queen Sublime Love. So Queen, Sublime, Sublime, Love, Love. But I usually pop up after that first Queen, Queen, Sub. Somewhere I pop up along in there, Queen Sublime Love. But you'll see me. It's a picture of me on the stage with a red jacket. I'm gonna follow all y'all back. I love this energy. So is it okay if I end on something that might be a little controversial to some folks? Is it okay? Is it okay? Because this is Black History Month, and I am a proudly Black lover girl. So this one, you guys have to maybe take a deep breath. Tell me if you're ready. Are we ready?
Ready.
Ready. It's called Who is God? The Black woman is God. I said the Black woman is God. Let every picture of white man Jesus be destroyed. May we build new places of worship, honoring the feminine. The Black woman is God. The most ancient human skeleton was a Black woman. Mother Africa be home to humanity. It's time for us all to see we are all birthed out of dark wombs. And isn't this a metaphor for the author of the universe? She effortlessly lined up the stars and planets, looked at Earth's satisfied thoughts, This has all it needs. Let me make the human race. Now I'll tell you all the real story. Mother God made us in her own image. Out of the earth, we came woman first. And from her rib came man. The true lesser sex, see, he ain't nothing without a woman. Continues to be made manifest from woman. And that original woman, be black, be eternally beautiful, be creator, be God.
Trying to look and see how it feels. Keep it going.